Draconia says good evening, and welcome to the Temple of Helm, for today's episode of Baldur's Gate 2. Today we've got the second objective of the Temple of Helm on our plate, and we're going to venture out exactly there. However, what happened last time, we helped the Temple of Helm to get a sculpture for its own temple. And now, there's actually a second quest that we have to do.
I have a duty for you to perform.
And this is here. They want us to go to the Temple of Lathander. And so we shall. Because they require our help.
Very well.
So, let's head there. By the way, I think I redid a part of the previous video, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, the Temple of Lathander is actually right over here. So let's head inside and talk to the person in charge.
Whatever you want.
Also, very nice animation here. Now, the Dawnbringer Thane, I think, which the name he was talking about, we should be talking to him over here.
The Morning Lord welcomes you to his sight.
I will do what I can to aid you. Oh, they've stolen something, alright. Treachery. What can be done? Oh, people of Talos, is it? I will aid you. You shall have your relic back. Now, for this mission, we need to go to the top of the Copper Coronet and go to the House of Borinal by night.
If you say so.
Now, the battle in Borinal's house is not really that hard to manage. However, you should be aware of a few things. You are not a priest of Talos, so you should be wary of what you say and when you say it. Just as a matter of precaution before we're going to go there. Now,
Of course.
we're going to make our way over here and sleep once inside the Copper Coronet because it's still daytime, and this won't be happening during the daytime but rather during the night. So before we sleep, we're actually going to sell things. Since we're already here, let's use that opportunity to talk to Bernard.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Right, we should have some things to sell, including some of the pearls and stuff that we got from the children of Neb, or the spirits rather, from Neb's ghosts. Also some potion. We can sell the horn, we don't need that. You can also upgrade the horn as well, but I'm really not such a big fan of that horn. It is quite nice, but definitely not the best.
I gotta stop dipping.
It can help at the beginning of the game, but I'd rather not wear it.
Whatever you
You must gather your
A level 5 fighter is not really going to do a lot. By the way, I forgot to sleep. Let's head back inside. Oh, sorry, we forgot something. We just wanted to sleep, actually. Probably not a big deal.
I got some cheap
Right, let's head over here and sleep. That should do it for now.
you must gather your party.
And we should have nighttime, or at least evening.
tell me all.
Very well, we sleep again.
I'm waiting.
By the way, time does not matter here, so basically even if you sleep like for 10 days, it doesn't matter for you. At this point.
You must gather your
Right on. This should be nighttime though now. Yep, area's loading longer, meaning change of plans for you.
Whatever.
The house up here is Borinal's house, as previously mentioned. And it's also a temple of, I think, Ilmater up there. Yeah. But we're only interested in that house for now. Also, let's check the crate for loot. There's probably nothing up here, basically. Maybe a few gold pieces. Won't really do a lot for us. And that's basically it. There's a few other barrels over here, but I'm still worried about that, really.
Of course.
Oh, look! It's locked!
Yes, yes, a standard tactic, that.
Oh, look! It's not locked anymore. Wonderful. Let's head inside. Also, beware of the conversation that now follows.
Whatever you desire.
Well... I think I forgot something, don't I? No. Oh, I forgot something. Dang it.
Nothing.
We don't have to go to Borno's house just yet. There's a thief that we should have talked to first. He's located in this area down here. I was one step too far. You have to talk to Traven first, and then you can head upstairs. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Draconia's not remembering her quests very well now, is she? Comes with age, my friends. Comes with age. Sometimes, if you're fast enough, by the way, you can see specific characters that spawn in a certain area before they disappear. For example, if we scrolled up here, once we entered the slums, we might have just spotted Traven spawning here. Might have been a possibility. Oh! Oh no! Really? Now? Oh god. This is going not very well.
I am the predator that lives among
Yeah. I'm going to... Oh! Oh! Well, that is nice. Only the Shadow Thief. Or maybe nothing at all, because he's going into the house. Oh no. What? Oh, well, alright. Attacking we will do. On you. No idea what that was all about. Huh. Well. Here's Traven, by the way.
Hi, friend.
Oh, but I think you and I should talk. Is your name Traven by chance? Of course, tell me your fee and I'll make sure you get it. Fine, here you go. Now we'll take the ring, please. Yes. Well, well, though if it's not here, I will find you, I will slice you to stem to stern. Alright, he's scared. He buggers off.
You have a plan. Aye, as you wish.
Talking about buggering, those vampires will gradually appear again and again and will even grow stronger in power from time to time. But as mentioned before, a few episodes back, they will only spawn at Athkatla. They will not spawn in other cities or in the Fortress of the Darneses. So basically you're safe outside of town, since they only spawn there. However, you can guess, since the Shadow Thieves and the vampires are at war, there will be something brewing later on. Let's save and head inside for a second time.
Ah,
There is
I know a
Borinale.
discerning eye when I see one.
I thought you might want to talk to me. Trevin said you have something I want. Can we dispense with this? I'm expected back. Right, you can basically say that you're sworn to Talos, but once you're not a priest of Talos, you'll actually be struck by lightning. So, why do you ask such a thing? I cannot speak the words you wish, as this is not going to make us lightning from above. No, the item will be returned. You will give it or suffer my wrath. Alright.
Can I help?
You're
With
the
these
author.
three, we're going outside.
What
And
is
with
it
the other
now?
three, we're going to attack.
Torm, I shall strike you down.
These are not very tough. Should be able to dispense of them with no problem.
I shall
Boronal himself is not really that tough either, as you can see.
Am I needed
Right, we
to
can
be
get these
drafted
three
to the
inside already again. While we're fighting here, they're going to make their way over there.
Yes.
Actually, Boronal was less of a man than these muggers are.
let's go. Torm, take you.
Nothing to.
Oh, I
Now, let's search for traps. Also, let's search for the Dawn, Ring of Dawn, like this one here. They shouldn't have too much stuff here. They basically have a few pieces of loot, nothing exceptional.
you need got it.
And I think Jan is not really detecting anything. Right on. Let's take that. Let's close that so the screen is not vibrating that much. And we're gonna check for traps on this one, just to be sure. And then we should be good to go. Also, the Ring of Dawn, or the Dawn Ring, doesn't really have something special.
You sound like Gola. It shall be done with skill and care.
Of course.
And that's it. Basically, that was all we needed to do for the second task of the Temple of Helm. However, we of course want to return back to them and report our success. At the same time, I'd like to identify this hammer, which is a Warhammer +1, and refill my stones and arrows. We're also going to deploy Gazen's bow shaft at some later time inside the copper coronet, because we don't need to carry it all the way around. And since we're already here, we could actually just do that, hop inside, deposit it, and get it done with. Is there anything else I would like to deposit? I don't think I want to. Nope.
You must gather your party before...
Right.
Nothing to it. Yeah, very well.
Alright, let's head over here to our chest and deposit what we've previously wanted to. Gazen's bow shaft.
I am yours to direct, my friend.
You must
There are a lot of good bows actually in this game. Gazen's bow is one of them, although I do not think that we'll get it until very, very late in the game, since the last pieces of Gazen's things are not really available to us very early on. Depending on how you play the game, you might get it earlier, but we certainly will not be. Eventually, you will get everything for all the items that you want to have. Everything that is really necessary, that is. But we have a pretty long way ahead of us until we get everything we want. And some pretty good magical items at that.
Just nothing to it.
Right, Dawnbringer Sane, here we come.
The Morning Lord welcomes you to his
There we go. And we received 16,000, lost an item and gained 1,000 gold. Now I believe we don't get something from the Temple of Helm, but I'm just quickly going to check back with them, just to be absolutely sure.
Whatever you want.
Helm requires nothing
Yes.
further for the moment.
If you
You'll
say.
be
Right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to quickly see what kind of spells we have available. We've got two people. Oh, we need fireballs. Definitely. Bam, bam, bam. We don't have fireball with yarn, but that should not be a huge problem. I hope. Yeah, that is good. Yes, we should be fine for now. Now, we're going to do something that I would like to do, hopefully on the first try. We're going down into the sewers. First off, because we want to get rid of a group of adventurers that is luring down there. And the second reason is that we want to get rid of the kobolds in the middle. And of course, because we want to get the magic mirror, or rather, not magic mirror, but we want to get the bard saved from Macrath.
If that's what you
That's the other reason. Talking about magic mirrors, it is another quest that I was thinking about that we probably will be doing quite soonish. But for now we're going to head south, because I want to explore all the possible angles of the sewers first before we go into the middle. Right, those were the goblins. As you can see, our gear has greatly improved since we met them the first time. Down in Irenicus dungeon, if you remember. Also, we're going to collect the arrows that we have here, since Nalia is shooting them like insanely fast. I'm gonna give that to her. To her, I said. And identify that sword. That's gonna go over to Animan. He will be our donkey, our mule, for these parts. Also, there's a thief down here who's called Roger the Fence.
I know a discerning eye when I see one.
Why are you down here in the sewers? What would you give me if you take care of your problem? There's a sea troll down here and he wants to get rid of it. Coin, of course. And he says 500 gold pieces. Alright, it's a deal. I'm gonna get rid of Roger's troll. This isn't really something too big. It's just around the corner, actually. Oh, there's an Oyotig as well. Let's take care of that Oyotig as fast as we can, so we don't get slowed or seized.
You shall suffer my track you down with all speed, comrade.
Right, let's get Yarn here. And already aim with the acid arrow. And you should stop doing something,
Hear you just fine.
while you are going to cast Melf's acid arrow. And that took care of the troll. Now quickly head back to Roger and report success.
I know a discerning eye when I
And we can say either 1,000 or 500, but we'll stick to the truth. And we can talk to him again.
wonders I have seen, but I save the best.
Show me what you have to sell, Roger. And he has a few specific potions, as you can see, as well as some potions of extra healing that we're not going to buy though, because we don't need them at this point. However, we're gonna sell these items since we don't need those.
I pledge my service and my life if need be.
Jon Jonsson.
And Jan is going to quickly make a spell for us,
If you say so.
since we want to be
Skills I see.
invisible for the next part. Well, everyone but Aerie it seems, but that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
So basically we want to take care of the kobolds inside here, and this Rakshasa.
If that's what
I stand for honor and glory.
Now we're gonna move down here. I'm gonna start attacking with Draconia first.
At your orders.
just ask, and I'll do it.
What is it now? Helm, guide.
And we needed to kill that one very early on,
Where can I be of most use?
so nothing happens to us basically. Especially because they can cast Person Hold,
Shall the best leader
which is quite hard to withstand if you do not buff up first.
done and done well.
These kobolds don't really pose a threat to us.
Kill it. Kill it quick before they're all gone.
How can I help? Tell me.
Right, let's have a look up here.
What can I do?
We don't want to go too far at this point. And besides, there is a little bit of loot here that we don't want to miss. Which consists basically of some random ammunition items. Nothing too fancy. But still good enough. Also, Earth Elemental. Right, let's heal up
Stand amongst the righteous.
before we continue, since the next battle is going to be either very short or quite hard, depending on how the first attack goes.
What is it now? I shall go forth at your command.
I think that should actually heal out. Oh, almost up. Yeah, 4 hit points is fine. Now we're going to search these kobolds. I don't think they have anything special. Other than the shamans, perhaps. They might have something. No. Oh, we do have fire arrows though. Gonna collect those. If we have the possibility, that is. Because, you know, every gold piece is good and well for us at this point. And of course we're going to collect all the things that the Rakshasa had. With it, he has a special cloak. Actually not that good of a cloak, but it gives us a +1 modifier for armor, and it counts as non-magical. So you can equip it even if you have a ring of protection on yourself, which is quite nice at this point. Now, for the next part, and the more difficult one while I'm down here, is here is a group of adventurers. Now, I'm going to show you what happens if you decide to continue moving this way,
Yeah, if you say
and also find a secret door here. That is, by the way, the entrance to Macrath's home. Now, let's see what happens if we go to them head on. Tarn and the Hatchet Man says something like, "Whoa, what are you doing down here?" Now, they want 1,000 gold. And then I say, well, I don't want any trouble. Can't we just be amiable? No, I will not. Or, my answer will be the heads of your friends on a pike. My answer will be the heads of your friends on a pike. Right, they of course go bad on us.
let me help. Yes, of course.
Now we want to make sure
Anything.
that we cast some fireballs here.
I can.
Right down the middle. Fireball. Not magic missile. Oh crap, we didn't rest, did we? Ha! That sucks. Alright. Change of plans.
You know, this reminds me of that time
What can I do?
way back.
Let's head on there. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic right into the middle of them after they've been... Oh no, actually I'm not going to do that. Now I can, because they definitely will not make us... There we go. And that happens, by the way, if you do it right away. You can see very bad things happen and you probably die quite horribly. Now, I hope I did actually save beforehand. Yes, I did. Luckily I did. Because doing that a second time would be quite bad. Now, let's save here. And rest. Now, first things first. We are going to cast Stone Skin on her. Then we are going to go
How can I help?
cast Protection of Fear with you. That should serve that. Now, we're going to cast Protection of Evil as well, since they're all evil. That is helping us, definitely.
Go forth at your command.
Then, we're going to cast Haste. And we are going... Let's see, do we have anything else we need to buff us with? Yes, we have.
Glad to be of assistance.
Ooh. Want you to go outside of the ring. You inside.
Just ask, and I'll do it. Where can I? Always willing to try.
The reason why I'm pausing this so much is that haste doesn't have a long kind of duration. So I want Jan to cast this. Right, we're now invisible, and we're completely buffed up.
Yeah,
You have a plan. So be it.
I stand for honor.
And the reason why I'm also doing this is that I want Nalia and Aerie
am I needed? Of
to
course.
go here and here.
I'll do it.
And the reason for that is
Almost. Is that
because
all?
we don't want to show ourselves
More.
unless he casts that. And he casts True Sight. We of course don't want that to happen.
Just I will do.
So we're going to move back a little bit out of range, out of sight of
I'm
them.
glad to be of assistance. I'll do my best.
That should be enough.
How can I help? Am I needed? I can do more if you need.
Right, we've already damaged them.
Let me help. I'll help.
And now we're going to cast it a second time. And that kills already 3 of them. Now let's move in with the other 3 and get rid of the last few people, which would be the fighter first. No. Let's go for him, since he was casting something. And now go for Tana the Hatchet Man. And there he goes as well. Now you can see that this is actually quite easy to do if you know what's going on.
Of course.
And the good thing is they also have quite good loot with them. What you definitely want to get at this point, and what is something you definitely want to keep for now, is the full plate mail. Plate mail has an armor class of 3. With this, we have an armor class of 6. Or -6. Pretty darn good. Whoa, goblins!
As your helm guides my path.
Tom, take you.
What is it now? Before the order!
If that's what you want.
I await you for the good.
I shall go forth at your command.
Orm's name. I shall serve.
Point this. It shall be. Ah!
There we go. Now there are lots of good things here on these dudes. Very, very nice things indeed. There are some items that we cannot identify at this point, because we simply don't have enough identification spells. But the small ones and the easy ones should be quite interesting. Especially those plate mails, for example. They're pretty good. They're not as good as Kelron's Firecam plate mail, but it's okay for now. Animan is going to get most of the pieces. I think we might actually be able to identify some of them without... No? Alright. We're going to identify this one first, because Aerie's getting the small shield +2. Basically giving her +3 armor class. Then we've got the Wyvern's Tail, which counts as a Flail Morningstar. Unfortunately, Animan does not have Flail Morningstar. He only has these, like Warhammer, Mace and stuff. Doesn't count towards that, unfortunately. Also, that's another Helm of Charm Protection, which will go to... don't know yet. Also, this is a large shield. It's actually not a specific large shield, so let's give that over here. And then we've got one last body to check. Tarnor the Man. The Hatchet Man.
I expect.
I hear. Very well.
Gonna loot the goblins as well, while we're at it. Don't think they have anything special. No.
I shall do my utmost.
So let's go on and check back with those to be absolutely sure that we got every single item they have. Yeah, a little bit of potion with some gold, and that's it. Now we still have 3 items to identify. This one especially is a very good one. The full plate mail +1. Which we can't really carry because we have the protection ring here +1. And we don't want to unequip that. And Keldon's armor gives him limited free action. So we're going to replace it with this one. -2 for you, my good friend. The other shield is again a small shield +2, which at this point we don't want anyone to carry. And I believe we don't have any more identification. Oh, actually Jan has one more. Wonderful. I think we might actually be able to identify everything. That is good news. This one would in theory return to you once you use it, which is quite nice indeed. Now before we go on, store these here. Let's get these over to the other side. And get the helmet to... I guess... no, actually... I guess Aerie can carry that one.
Tell me all about it. Jon Jonsson at
And there should be a trap here, if I recall correctly. Oh, this might be the other entrance I was thinking of. Seems so.
Yes.
Right, let's save. Take a rest. And save again. So, when we come back, folks, we're going to move up that steps here, these stairs, well. And then, we're going to find Macross the Mage. So, I'll see you all next time.